Hi there, and welcome to Marble Horse TV. My apologies for the hiatus. There's lots of things to do, but I have been watching the Euros. I've been watching all the games, and um, the final beckons: England versus Italy at Wembley, and uh, I think we can generally win this. I generally reckon we can. I think though it will depend on a few factors, and I'm going to go through these on the day. What I believe. So in terms of tactics and in terms of players for both Italy and England. So without further ado, then I'm going to go and discuss these points. Um, so just bear with me. So it takes a little while to. Yeah, that should be good now. Okay, then. So in terms of tactics, then I think for England, I reckon we'll have the same formation, possibly the same players too. Though I think Grealish over Mount, so I haven't spelled Grealish correctly. And what am I doing? Midfield, I'll keep the same. Defense and goalkeeper, I'll keep the same. I think we have to watch for Italy's midfield. It's very technical, and they can pass around us. Jorginho is obviously a threat. In attack, they're strong. But looking at Italy's games, I think their main strength was their forward prowess. I think Italy will, personally, I think Italy will try and attack us because we've not really been put under serious pressure in any of the games we played. The closest was Scotland, and even then, to be fair, that was touch and go. One could strongly argue. So I think they will, because look at the way they played against Wales, I know Turkey, Austria. They attacked, but they were not potent enough. Yes, they won the game, but it wasn't a classic attacking performance. But I think Mancini will try to get us and try and see what we're about. As for us, I think we need to win that midfield battle. Though I think their defense, Chiellini and Bonucci obviously are top level defenders, but they are aging. So if we can use, and I think they will fear our pace, not just Saka, but Sterling. If Sancho plays, Rashford takes a part. They're all players that can hurt. Kane will drop deep, and I think that's important because we'll probably need his presence in like the number 10-8 areas to match him in midfield. So those are the main threats. As for the favourites, I think Italy are just. I'll say it's 55 to 45 to Italy as favourites. I think they have a better manager or more seasoned manager, definitely. Man for man is probably equal. If you did a combined 11, I think maybe it'll go either way. Definitely the likes of Kane, based on tournament form, Sterling has to get in. Jorginho has to get in for them. Probably have to say Bonucci or Chiellini. Harry Maguire, though. Donnarumma's a better goalkeeper than Pickford, to be fair. Although Pickford's done okay this tournament. He's done well, not okay, done well. So into man for man, I think there's not much maybe difference, but I think they are a bit more streetwise and they do have a more seasoned manager. So like the Germany game, I think the difference between the teams was not that great. But because they had a more seasoned manager, I think they were favourites 45-55 to them. But I do think we can win. I generally do. I just think for the points I mentioned, I think they'll try and look to take the game to us, because no team apart from Scotland really has seriously tried to test us. I know Denmark were okay for, well, when they took the lead around, say, 10, 20 minutes in the middle of the first half. That's the first half of normal time. But apart from that and all other periods, I thought we were dominant. I think because we had a higher technical level of players, really. And not just that, but better depth in squad. I think Southgate managed the game excellently. So just better players, better game management, better technical ability. Italy, though, will be different and will be a different challenge. So I think for them, Gini is a better manager than Southgate and could manage the game better. We have to watch for that. However, Southgate's game management in this tournament has been, apart from the Scotland game, has been on point. Has been A-star. So, yeah, that's a positive thing, obviously. So, prediction. I think it's coming home. I really do. I generally do. So I'd say it was a narrow England win. Italy 1, England 2. Or could go to penalties. It could be after extra time win. I'll say a 2-1 England. So yeah, I think it depends, as I say, on the midfield. I think we have to utilize our attack to get at them. I think they will get at us, because I think that's a sound tactic in my opinion, because we have not been seriously tested apart from Scotland. And let's be frank, Scotland, if they had a better striker than Che Adams and, is it Gittins? Is it Griffith? It begins with a G. If they had a better striker, they probably could have won that game. If Scotland had better strikers, they probably would have qualified from the group, because the Czech Republic game, yes, Schick got 2 goals, but one was a wonder goal, probably one of the best Euros finals goals of all time. But for me, I don't know, Czech Republic got 2 sucker punch goals, in my opinion. The Croatia game, they were second best, but the England game, so, we've not, as I say, I think that's the thing we have to watch, because they do have players to punish us, but we have players to punish them. We were at home. It's at Wembley. The last international tournament we won was at Wembley. So I generally reckon we can do it. I generally reckon it. So, yeah. Also, I'll go through the team that I would pick. So, Pickford in goal. Walker. As I say, I'll pick the same back four. Maguire, Shaw, Rice, Phillips. Let's see, I'll start Grealish. I'll play him in a more deeper number 8 role, more so than, say, a number 10, because I think we'll need him in midfield, because, yes, he's not combative, but his strengths are that he can hold on to the ball, he can dribble, he can attract fouls. So that would give Italy something to be occupied with. Sterling on the right, Kane up top. And this is no Arsenal bias, but I think on form you got to pick Saka. So it wouldn't surprise me if Sancho started over Saka. But, I'd personally put Saka. And yeah, so that would be my team. Or you could put Mason Mount in a slightly deeper number 8 role, because he's good technically on the ball too. Though Grealish is my preference, because I think in technical ability he is our best player. But yeah, I'll pick Grealish just out of, frankly, a bias, to be honest. But yeah, but Mason Mount or Foden could do well in a deeper role, because they do have all similar traits. But I think Grealish is the better of all of them. But yeah, I do generally reckon that we can win. So those are just my views then on the final. And really, That's all I have to say. So thanks a lot, everybody.